I'm John Barclay, a Scottish international, and I'm a new ambassador for the Hong Kong Rugby Union Community Foundation. Yeah, so my background was my parents worked in the Far East. I was born here, my brother was born here, and although we only lived here for maybe 4 or 5 years, our background was whenever we had time off or holidays, we always came back to Hong Kong. So my earliest childhood memories involve Stanley Market or being at the Hong Kong Sevens, mainly at the Hong Kong Sevens, are my memories of that sort of festival, carnival atmosphere around it, but it's somewhere I consider a home away from home. I started playing rugby at Stanley Fort and played on the, I don't know if they still do the minis on the pitch in the breaks. That was one of my, probably my first experience of rugby, but I've never toured to Hong Kong yet. Yes, I'm doing a bit of coaching for the Tony Ho Foundation, which is a great cause. There's a group of kids ranging from 6 to 19, so quite a range of kids, but just helping them develop and give them a little bit of input, a little bit of advice on everything ranging from the actual sport to, we've done some stuff in the gym, to nutrition, just to give them a sort of broad strokes of what I do on my day-to-day job. Yeah, I know a lot of people from back home that now work over here in the union within the coaching setup and at some of the clubs, and they're really enthusiastic about what they see. I came over in October and watched the game, was really impressed, and what they're doing on the pitch speaks for itself in terms of qualification almost for the Olympics, and the women's team reaching the World Cup final. So I think rugby growing across Asia is huge. I think you've got the tier 1 nations, but rugby is still a pretty new sport professionally, and it needs to go beyond the top 10, 12 teams in the world competing every year. I just think we have opportunities when you play sport, or rugby in particular, to help kind of give back a little bit. And I think any foundation, I think sport is a great tool to do that with. So, we spoke a little bit about using it as a tool to help people from all different backgrounds, whether it's underprivileged or social or economic difficulty backgrounds, and using sport to provide them with access to the sport, but also to provide them with different opportunities in life which they maybe wouldn't have otherwise. Just looking at the three of their principles are with health, education and inclusivity, and if there's a program that can be used to incorporate that in society, and there's lots of different programs within that can help these children, then for me I don't see anything bad. It's got to be a positive to use these programs, to use this funding, this fundraising that's done to then help these children become better children, and grow into be more rounded individuals and adults. Yeah, I think being an ambassador, it sounds very nice and sounds very fancy, but it's not a standalone thing. I don't want to just be an ambassador for the sake of it. I think the whole point of it is to try and raise a bit of awareness, bring fundraising if we can, and come out here and actually hopefully get involved in some of the programs, be involved in some of the programs where the kids are there, and try and help the foundation that way.